What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are now on to episode 28 of the Elden Ring All Bosses Walkthrough. We have made it to the end of the game. We are here in Leyndell, Ashen capital, as we are prepared to finish. At the end of last episode, I mentioned that I thought that we didn't do the Chapel of Anticipation and fought the Grafted Scion again. I'm wrong. We definitely did that earlier, so ignore that part. We've already done that. So the last bosses in the game are all here in Leyndell. So let's go ahead and walk through. Now there are obviously a bunch of unique changes to the area now that it's full of ash. One little nice piece of lore that we get here is kind of cool. Behold, the Erdtree yet stands, tall and unwavering, mindless of the scorch of the flame of ruin. Ha 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 ha. Then we are yet golden ones. Oh, I thought there's another one later on that we'll talk to that has some cool lore as a indication as to who you're about to fight. Okay, before we go up, we're going to come here first. This goes back down to the subterranean shunning grounds. So when we first entered the shunning grounds, we were able to see this little beam right here with an item on it. This is the only way you're able to access it is once Leyndell is in its ashen state. Just drop down through that hole. And it's the Crimson Amber Medallion +2, gives you more HP. Alright, and then while we're down here, I'm going to show you how to unlock one of the many endings this game has to offer. I'm going to rest here first so this omen doesn't stay aggroed. To do this, you do need all 6 seedbed curses. Or I guess maybe it's 7 now. I can't remember if it counts the one that you first show to Dung Eater. Regardless, you need all the seedbed curses in order to complete this. So we're gonna run all the way to where Mr. Eater is. Why is he not here? Did I mess something up? I hope we didn't have to do this for making Leyndell Ashen. That would be embarrassing. Let's see if he's in the round table. Shoot, I really hope I didn't mess that up. He's back here. Let's talk to him.
There you are. You warded off my blessing, despite the curse stirring within you. No one has succeeded in that before. How? I thought. Then it hit me that you are, in fact, me. And I am the Dung Eater. It is my flesh that must receive the blessing. Give me your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse, again and again, until it is done. Until a cursed ring coalesces, that may one day defile order itself. Countless I have killed, and countless I have defiled, and soon the fruits will be born. Hundreds will be reborn cursed, and they'll bear thousands of cursed children, who bear tens of thousands more. A few of those will be born just like me, and they'll kill and defile and bless in my stead. The rotten fools. My fate was the grandest, most brilliant of them all. My corporeal flesh lies in the sewer jail beneath the capital. Give it your blessing. Defile my flesh with the seedbed curse, until a curse ring coalesces that may one day defile order itself.
Okay. So I guess we needed to talk to him first here after killing him in the moat when we're trying to save Blackguard. So, okay, we didn't mess it up. It's still available. So back to the underground roadside. Now we'll go back, and his body should be tied up in a chair. And then we can give him all of the seedbed curses. All right.
A curse upon them all. They'll be born cursed, all of them, along with their children. And their children's children. For all time to come. Unleash it upon them! A cursed blessing to war!
Man, the voice actors go all out in this game, and I love it. And there we go. Receive Mending Rune. And that unlocks one of the many endings that you can do. Okay. Actually, before we go back to the capital of Ash, Site of Grace, we're going to instead come to the Forbidden Lands Site of Grace. You can either do this or the one in front of the Divine Tower. But one of the changes to Leyndell can only be accessed by coming from this side. Oh, looks like the elevator's down at the bottom, so we'll just have to bring it up. Might as well get rid of these guys while we wait. I remember taking it to the bottom. I don't know why we would have done that. Alright, so as we come in here, you'll see that this entire place is full of ash too, where there used to be water. And there's a ulcerated tree spirit, but there's actually another one that spawns over on that side. Now, I believe there is either an ancient dragon smithing stone or a somber ancient dragon smithing stone over there on that tree. I'm not going to come down here and fight these guys. I don't really feel like doing that right now. But I believe they drop golden seeds, as tree spirits typically do. So if you need more, like, you can do that, and then you can go grab that stone. But yeah, so just a little change. And you can see if you look over there, the gateway that you originally come through to get to this part is blocked off. So that's why you can only access it from this side. Okay, back to the capital of Ash. Here's one more ending we have to unlock. I'll show you where to go. Okay, so if you come over here to Grand Sax and jump on his body, you'll be able to make your way back to the round table hold. Okay, now here you have a couple options. We're going to go do the ending thing first, and then we're going to come back to the round table hold. If you come over here, oh wait, I think it's actually the drop down. Hold on. I always forget where he is. Wait, hold on. Where are you? Are you up there? So, if you've done everything up to this point that I've shown you with Gold Mask, he is one of the endings that you can unlock. And his corpse is going to be lying somewhere up here. If I can find him. I always forget where he is. Let me pull up the map real quick. Okay, supposedly it's down here. It might have just been too high up. This is an ending I've only ever done once, so trying to go off of memory was not working very well. It's gonna be an easier way of getting down there, you think, right? I think that'll kill us if we try to drop down there. Let's go from over here. Yeah, this should be good. There he is. Alright, cool. Sorry, I had to remember where he was. Boom. Mending Rune of the Perfect Order. I thought we were supposed to get a set too, but I guess not. Cool. Okay. So that's it for that ending. Oh, I wanted to go to the round table hold. We're going to have to go all the way back. Okay, so now that we're back here, we'll come down this way. You can see there's a gargoyle stomping around over here. Ouch. Whoa. Okay. Somber Ancient Stone. You can see the little thing that normally lets you up into the round table is gone and the door is closed, so you can't get back in there. Now to get to Millennia's tower, you need to get to the Great Bridge site, and since Leyndell is now changed, you can do that over here at the Tower of Return. I'll show you how. Feels like an eternity since we've been back in the Weeping Peninsula. Obviously, using Millennia's Great Rune is completely optional. I don't think hers is very good. I definitely prefer Radagon's or Godric's for sure. But if you want to at least test it out, or you're trying to at least get all of the Great Runes activated, you just want to come up here, take this chest which will transport you. Oh, we never came here to begin with. Wow, I'm surprised we never did this. There is a talisman that we're able to grab up here. I think I purposely avoided this because I didn't want to spoil Leyndell so quickly. Oh wait, no, we have been here because the chest is open. What the heck? So confused. Why would we have not... Because we would have had to have used the Site of Grace. Weird, I'm confused. I'm so lost. I don't know why the chest is open, because that's what has the talisman. Maybe we came up here from the round table? Oh, it's been so long since the Leyndell episode that I can't remember for sure. Okay, if you could stop being annoying. Golly. You didn't even have to kill that guy. I don't know why we were doing that. But yeah, so this portal is now active that you have beaten Millennia. And then you can take this all the way to the top and get the Great Rune. I'm not going to because that elevator takes forever. And I'm antsy to finish this up because these last few bosses are pretty good. An exception for the first one anyway. Ugh. All right, let's do this. We've now shown off everything. Now, if you follow this walkthrough to a T, you should have all of the endings available and unlocked. However, if you're doing the Lord of Frenzy ending like I am, that's the only option available to you once you beat the final boss, so just keep that in mind. If you're not doing the Lord of Frenzy, then all the other ones will be available. And then as a reminder, one of the other endings that we have unlocked is the Rune of Death. Which is right here, the Mending Rune of the Death Prince. That was obtained by defeating Fortisax, which has its own questline tied to Fia. We completed that a long time ago, but again, if you followed this walkthrough all the way through, then you know how to do that. If not, feel free to go back to those episodes to get some more specifics as to what that questline looks like. Alright. Well, we are at our first boss, and it is this piece of crap, Gideon, Ofnir. Now, he's going to do this big old monologue. We're going to take advantage of that, because he won't start attacking you until his monologue is over.
Become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas.
Now you can see he's taking a lot of damage, but he does a lot of damage on his own. One of the interesting things about Gideon, you'll see that he just did like a Moog attack, now he's doing a Millennia attack. Depending on how many bosses you've beaten, he has more moves available to him. So if we didn't beat Moog, if we didn't beat Rykard, if we didn't beat Millennia, he would not have those moves available to him. Essentially, he's just been following us the entire game, and so he's learned a bunch of these moves throughout our journey. See, there's a Rykard attack right there. Oh, these things do crazy damage. Now you can unlock that spell that he just did, the Millennia thing, from her remembrance. It's pretty dang good. It does a ton of Scarlet Rot spread. Yeah, no S's for you, dipweed. Oh! Ooh, Godskin. There we go.
In my bones,
The touched cannot become a lord.
cannot become a lord.
Not even you.
Not even you. A man cannot kill a god.
We'll get his scepter and armor set. Alright, stupid boss is over. The other three are pretty good. Oh, also one more thing now that we have unlocked the Golden Order questline from Gold Mask, you can go back to where Corrin was in the mountaintops, which is right over here. And if you gave him the tonic of forgetfulness, his armor set is now available. Okay, here's the lore guy I was wanting to talk to before. He has returned. The Lord has returned at long last, our very first Lord, to brandish the Elden Ring once more. Oh, let's go. Alright, now for this fight, if you do end up struggling with it, it is, fairly difficult. There are, again, if you've been following everything up to this point, there should be a number of summons available to you. However, since we're doing Lord of Frenzy, Melena's one you can typically get, but she hates us right now, so her summon is not available. But Dung Eater should be here. And Shabriri, since we've done the Lord of Frenzy. Oh, Nefeli's here. Never mind. I thought Dung Eater showed up. I guess I'm wrong. No, he shows up for Morgott. But yeah. So you do have 2 summons available if you struggle with this boss. But here we go.
It's been a long while, Morgott. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Hell yeah, let's go. Alright, so Phase 1 of Godfrey is going to be very similar to his Shade version. So, just like Loretta, you know, it's kind of a learning lesson as to how to handle it. Now, I know that Sarosh looks super cool, the lion on his back. I hate to break it to you, he doesn't do anything. He is not like a unique portion of the fight or anything. Oh wow, I thought that was going to be Phase 2 for sure. What? I'm getting greedy because I think that Phase 2's... Uh-oh. Okay, here is one change. So that attack creates that little like ravine that just showed up. You want to make sure to get clear of that. Whatever it takes to get clear, do it, because that thing does lots of damage.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Sarosh. I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Hoarah Loux. Warrior!
Uh-oh. Alright. I love the stagger sound. That was funny. Okay, so Hoarah is where things get changed up. He no longer has a weapon. He's just going to rip the freaking earth from underneath you. Okay, so that attack, that big old earthquake thing, just run away from him as far as you can. It's the only way of avoiding it. Oh, we're going to get sumoed here. So yeah, he's a full-on just WWE wrestler at this point, which is so cool to me. But yeah, so he's got a couple unique grabs and that will launch you into the air, and then he'll just slam you down. I got hit by one on my first playthrough where he sent me off of the edge of the arena. I just sat there laughing at how freaking cool that was. Oh, it might be this one right here. Oh no, we're safe. That is the one that set me off last time, but we luckily hit the pillar. Oh no, he did it again, dude! Come on, give me a break. This fight did take me like a few attempts. More than a few, quite a few attempts on my first playthrough, but I wasn't even mad because it's just so cool. But honestly, it's a really well-designed boss. His moveset is very fun to learn. New. Boom, boom. Foot. That's gonna hurt. Oh, we got away from it. Nice. Alright, now this one you want to jump. Oh, too early. And he's gonna slam again. There's the stagger. That might be enough to kill. Yep, there we go.
Tarnished. Thy strength befits the crown.
And there we go. Alright, we have made it to the final boss. Oh boy, Radagon, baby. Okay, Radagon took me an insane amount of attempts my first playthrough. Even to this day, he's not one that I am particularly comfortable with. I've always had a hard time, like, really reading his attacks. But he is a fun fight regardless. Ooh. slam. Ooh, nice stagger. Now, Radagon is resistant to pretty much every status effect. I think the only one that can get him is... Oh, why can't I remember now? I just had it in my head. But he can't bleed or anything like that, so there's not really like a cheese to him. And I'm also using a holy weapon right now. Luckily, this weapon has a lot of strength to balance it out, but he has, obviously, very strong holy defense. So this definitely isn't like the best weapon to use against him. But I love this weapon anyway, so we're going to use it. Watch that. And then the explosion. Boom. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, I'm waiting for the Elden Ring attack. Woo. Ouch. Yeah, so phase 2, that's when he starts doing this teleporting that he's doing currently. Alright, here's the Elden Ring attack. Oh, I thought I had enough time to heal. Basically, the trick for this is just to run, and then you can jump the attack. Oof, that was really bad. Thought I had enough time to heal before that first one landed, but I did not. Watch out, like some of those attacks, as you can see, have a lingering effect to them. I was completely out of stamina there. Ouch. Used a little bit too much Estus. So if you don't know, there is another fight after Radagon. So you want to try to be somewhat conservative about your heals. This is the true gauntlet of the game, as you do have to fight back-to-back bosses. Yeah, way too many heals. That was not great. We only got 5 for the next fight. But here we go. Here we go, Elden Beast. The final boss of the base game. Alright, this fire attack you want to get as far back as possible. You're not safe in the front. Now, back in my day, when the game first came out, and it was this way until Shadow of the Erdtree released, you could not use Torrent in this arena. It was purely on foot. But they released a patch when Shadow of the Erd Tree came out that it lets you summon Torrent now, which is something that people were calling for a long time when the game originally came out. Because Elden Beast moves a lot, and he moves far, as you can see. So trying to do this all on foot was just so incredibly annoying. Okay, no, get the crit. Come on. There we go. Jeez. And the music for Radagon and Elden Beast is just so peak. Alright, here's one of the more famous Elden Beast attacks. You see he summons this ring. It's going to show up around us. You just basically want to run and jump over it. And then it will disappear. Alright, Elden Stars. Oh, the triple swing! Ouch. That hurt a lot. Elden Stars is really annoying. This thing just goes for what feels like an eternity and then explodes. Alright, now that it's later in the fight, this ring is going to be summoned 3 times. You can see the 3 different rings that he has up there. So we're going to do 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump. Alright, where is he? Oh, right there. Oh, are you serious? Usually that little, like, sword beam attack is really easy to avoid. But he keeps comboing it with other attacks that I'm trying to figure out. Alright, it's a grab, watch out. Alright, all out of heals. I think we should be okay. Oh, man. Alright, watch out. This attack you just kind of want to run from. Oh, we're at the edge. Jeez. Just shows you how much this guy moves. Ow. Oh, we're gonna... Don't die right before. That would have been sad. And there we go! Elden Beast down. Game defeated. God slain. And a nice and easy 500,000 runes. Cool. There is a site of grace you can hit here. So, in case you want to change anything up before finishing the game, you're able to. Alright, so, like I said earlier, if you followed everything in this playthrough and you've unlocked all the endings, when you come up to America's body, there will be a different prompt here that will let you choose like 4 the different Elden Lord endings. Then if you did Ronnie's, her summon sign will be right over here. Give you the option to summon her and do the Age of Stars ending. But since we are the Lord of Frenzy Flame, we're going to be going with that.
Lord of frenzied flame. I will seek you as far as you may travel. To deliver you what is yours. Destined death.
And there we go. As you can see, that's why that ending is considered the bad ending. It's pretty brutal. Yeah, let's just burn the whole world because it's worthless now. And Melina having a freaking vendetta out for us, I think, is just the cherry on top. It's so cool. But yeah, that is the base game completed. Credits music's pretty cool. Obviously, big shout out to all the creators at From Software for putting together this masterpiece of a game. But it's not over. We've got Shadow of the Erdtree, the DLC, that is practically its own game. It is so big. So very much looking forward to doing that. We're going to skip these credits real quick. It does give you the option to start New Game Plus right away if you want to. We're obviously going to say no. It will take us back to the round table right away. Now all the bosses are defeated. There's going to be, a bunch of stuff that you can do with remembrances, get all those weapons, and remember the wandering mausoleums. If any of the bosses have two things that you want, you can duplicate their remembrance to get both of those things, and then all the armor is unlocked as well. This does update throughout the DLC too, so you can come back here and use the remembrances and armor of bosses in there too. But yeah, that is it for the base game of Elden Ring. All bosses completed. I hope you guys have had as much fun, hopefully honestly more fun than I've had doing this. I love this game. It's my favorite game of all time. I've been looking forward to doing this walkthrough. But yeah, like I said, the journey's not over. We got the DLC to do next, so very excited for that. Almost every boss in the DLC is just phenomenally well made, so definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned anything new or you got any good tips from this video, then I'm happy to be of assistance. Please like and subscribe if you can. Helps out a ton, and it is free. Helps small creators like me start to get something going. Got a lot of plans in the future for other videos I want to do after I do all these walkthroughs. It comes to randomizers, boss rankings, video game reviews in general. Got lots of stuff that I'm interested in doing, so please subscribe if you're interested in getting any more of that content in the future. But that is it for now. Next episode we'll be starting Shadow of the Erdtree, and we will go from there. So thanks again for joining. That is it for this episode. I will see you all next time.